Well. Welcome to the Architects of Fate streaming extravaganza. That's right, you've found the self-proclaimed original Twitch TTRPG stream that lets you shake up our world. Now pay attention, because this is how it works. If you'd like to add some loops to this roller coaster ride of a show, you're gonna need fate chips. Now these magical loyalty points can be earned just by watching, following, hosting, subscribing, or just engaging with us in the chat. It's like free money, people. With your fate chips, you can use your powers as an architect to heal your favorite players, summon items that will make their adventure a lot easier, or a lot harder. You can even make players say or sing outrageously silly things. Think of those possibilities. But wait. There is more. You can also toss our unsuspecting heroes into random encounters that will leave them sweating, strategizing, and questioning their life choices. All it takes is a quick redeem command in the chat. You choose the item or action and the player you want to mess with, and we'll take it from there. So sit back, relax, and prepare yourselves for a mind-blowing spectacle of storytelling and mayhem. We've got adventure, we've got drama, and more surprises than a clown car at a kid's birthday party. So let's go! Well. Welcome to the Architects of Fate streaming extravaganza. That's right, you've found the self-proclaimed original Twitch TTRPG stream that lets you shake up our world. Now pay attention, because this is how it works. If you'd like to add some loops to this roller coaster ride of a show, you're gonna need fate chips. Now these magical loyalty points can be earned just by watching, following, hosting, subscribing, or just engaging with us in the chat. It's like free money, people. With your fate chips, you can use your powers as an architect to heal your favorite players, summon items that will make their adventure a lot easier, or a lot harder. You can even make players say or sing outrageously silly things. Think of those possibilities. But wait. There is more. You can also toss our unsuspecting heroes into random encounters that will leave them sweating, strategizing, and questioning their life choices. All it takes is a quick redeem command in the chat. You choose the item or action and the player you want to mess with, and we'll take it from there. So sit back, relax, and prepare yourselves for a mind-blowing spectacle of storytelling and mayhem. We've got adventure, we've got drama, and more surprises than a clown car at a kid's birthday party. So let's go!
Oh my God. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Architects of Fate. We have been off for a little while from the Call of the Netherdeep campaign, but we are back with episode 30 of Call of the Netherdeep, with the episode title being Boltar's Banditos, Private Dicks for Hire. Welcome back, everyone. It has been a little while, so just to get you caught up where we left off back at the end of August. Last we left the Banditos off, they had just kind of, taken a week to kind of enjoy the city of Ank'Harel, have brunch with old friends, go do a little bit of training, a little bit of thievery, debauchery, drinking. You know what you would typically expect of the Banditos. Is the Felix is running a second time.
I was about to say that. I just wanted to interrupt you. It will be remembered in her heart. Second charm's a charm. Yeah. Yeah, it seemed to be lagging quite often.
Yeah, I'm noticing
and
that
now
too.
it stopped. Oh. But does chat work?
Black screen.
Black screen.
We're in.
Oh.
Except I can't see him.
Oh, I think it works.
Oh, well, hi everyone, and there's also no pwn donkeys on the
He
screen.
gone.
Oh, wow!
It seems to be.
yeah,
It seems to be
way
very
behind.
off, like 2 minutes apart.
That is a really long delay.
What the heck?
Extremely long delay. Interesting.
Oh, it's gonna watch us for a minute and a half now while we were just watching that.
Yeah.
We live in the future now.
Well, wonders never cease, everyone. It seems like we're going to be a little bit behind on everyone's redemptions, but that's okay. I'll do my best to uphold those to the best of my ability to be in tune with chat, which seems to be about 2 minutes behind, give or take. But anyhow, as I was apparently successfully going on, welcome back, everyone. It is absolutely better the second time because I'm not doing it a second time. Either got it or you didn't. Yeah, sorry. But because it's been just a bit since we've seen everybody, and looks like we're still not seeing pwn donkeys, but that's okay. We don't need them. Well, let's reintroduce the Boltar's Banditos minus the Boltar. Starting with Chance playing the part of Aldane.
Hi, everybody. I'm Aldane, your friendly neighborhood druid bard thing, born yesterday.
We're gonna skip over Pondonkeys to see hopefully his source return. But next up we got Nathaniel playing the part of Carmina Artemis Ivy.
Hello, all. I am Carmina Ivy. I am a vampire blood hunter, and I don't mean to do this on purpose. I actually do need to do this on purpose, but all you people in the South American area that's suffering from Hurricane Milton, we send our support and our love to you, and hope everything turns out.
Indeed. Next up, and apparently not rolling last on his initiative check this week, we got Mr. Goliath Man playing the part of Goliath.
Pleasure is all mine, boys. Let's see how I can fuck up this time.
And because the source is now good, Bone Donkeys playing the part of Boltar.
Yeah, guys, it's been a crazy couple months. First, it was, and then we had the, and that, but it was crazy, man. Whew.
Damn, took a lot out of you, man.
All of that, yeah, it was. I'm gonna need therapy for all those things that you just said.
Good thing you had insurance, though.
Oh, that was the worst part, actually.
Well, everyone, again, last we left the Banditos off, they had themselves a nice little week of rest, relaxation, and debauchery. But where we left them off, pardon me, where we left them off last is they had just run into Prolix in the middle of the road as, they were, well, actually, right as, Boltar was successfully executing his latest scam on his old buddy Goliath. But amongst this talk and speech, they ran into a disheveled-looking figure, coming to find out that it was their old buddy Prolix, who is on the run from the allegiance of Allsight. Confiding in all of you that he very strongly believes that someone within the Allegiance is trying to frame him for the ambush that took place against you all at the Life Dome. And that is where we left off. So, Banditos, the world is yours. What would you like to do?
I would like to point out that we had successfully, or fingers crossed, successfully hidden Prolix in a, again, hopefully safe place.
Yeah.
But
Mhm. So yeah, actually, thank you for that. I believe Aldane had polymorphed him into a bird so he could fly off. And you, or actually, no, you walked him. Artemis walked Prolix to one of the abandoned homes that Artemis had scouted out just in case she needed to hide a body. Because come to find out, she's going to need to stash a couple bodies. Eventually, if, the bag of holding does reach capacity, and dead bodies fill that up real fucking fast.
without my lawyer present, I have no idea what you're talking about. I can neither confirm or deny that.
Well, I mean, aren't
now-
bodies just mostly empty space when you really think about it? So if you really condense, I think you could pack them in.
Should be fun.
Second harvest.
When I need a juice box, it's just there. So.
God.
Besides, Boltar always sometimes needs blood for his ritual casting, so
we could for flavor we could paint your bag of holding as a bag of Capri Sun.
Ooh, just
Stick a straw. in
Juicy.
tap it. You know, I gotta gotta have that stuff on draft.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. So again, you had now that I'm kind of recalling a little bit more, you had decided, excuse me, Prolix had mentioned that he has a trusted friend within the Allegiance, a bookkeeper by the name of Kime. That he suggested you may be able to point you guys in the right direction. So that's about it. That's what I got. What you want to do?
Why is it Prolix can only ever give us like just the piece? Like he's always running. He always needs to be saved. He's running from shit, and he can never just give us what we need. Just come on, man.
Such a teaser, man. I'm just through with this guy.
I'm still fed up from the bed and breakfast.
Worst host experience ever.
Mm-hmm.
I will never remember.
I gave it 0 stars. If I could, I would have.
But he cooked so much food for you guys.
it.
He kicked me out of bed. Well, no, I was drug out of bed, but that's a different story.
Phrasing.
yeah, I think it was Boltar that suggested we go and see this contact. And I received disturbing news that didn't make my attitude any better. But I
That is correct.
Did anyone notice you receiving this news?
Yeah,
No.
one person did.
Oh, woo.
Who would that be? I don't remember that.
Prolix was in the room when I opened the letter.
Got you.
Got a little irritated and left a calling card on the wall.
Can I roll? Can I roll to see if I notice any kind of discernible decrease in demeanor?
I'll say now that you guys have kind of reconvened outside the gates of the Allegiance. Because Artemis is still kind of fresh off the news that she received. Would probably still have a little something going on in the face. So, Artemis, do you care that he knows, or are you trying to hide it?
I'm not trying to hide it, but I'm not volunteering the information. So if he rolls high enough, I'm not going to. He's not going to mysteriously wind up dead.
Well, then let's go ahead with a perception from Boltar.
First roll of the day.
And I'll let
14.
Artemis. I'll let Artemis decide whether that succeeds or not.
14.
Okay, with a 14, you notice I'm a little paler, I'm a little irritable, and I'm sort of looking around a lot.
Okay.
But since you've known me, I've been looking around a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
I-
Like, it's I can't understand that as odd behavior as of yet, but it is something that I will kind of take note of. Question, kind of like a back end question here. Since I missed the last episode, I'm assuming that we've at least come to a new day. Can I roll?
Yeah,
Can I
there was
roll
like
my
a 7.
Can I roll
there was
my
7
Your
Portent.
portent, go
Oh,
nuts.
I guess I should check and see if I still have it.
I may or may not have used the portents that I rolled for you when we were at the casino for funsies.
I hope. I hope.
You definitely
Well,
did.
well,
They
we'll
came
just,
in
I'll just
very
pretend like I
handy.
didn't hear that. That'll be fine. It'll be. I'll remember the conversation up until that point. Let me just make sure that's still. Okay, good. Here we go. Here we go. I'll take that, a 17 and a 4.
Damn.
That's pretty good. All right. So you all are outside the gates of the Allegiance of Allsight. What do?
I'm going to go find this contact that Prolix has pointed us in the direction. But I would just like to point out for the players that I have both the sword and the ring.
You've pointed that out now? You told us about it?
Well, you know I have the ring.
I've known you've had the sword.
So now it's not. Now you know both. I have both. Now the sword is actually has a sheath. It has wrapping, and it's actually on my belt, on my hip.
All right,
Oh,
well,
so it's
that
still in the
actually
bag.
changes some things that I have been planning now for like 2 months. Ever since you
All
stole
right.
that sword from me, I was going to steal it back. But now that you're openly wearing it, I'm okay with it.
No,
Oh.
the ring I'm openly wearing. The sword is still in the bag.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm still going to steal it back.
The ring? I thought you were wearing the Jewel of Three Prayers.
I can wear both, but I'm not. It's not on my finger. It's just on the necklace. It's just on the necklace. It's not. I'm not attuned to it. I am not.
Fair
It's
enough,
just-
because that is an individual that like neckwear is like a single slot, if you will, if you're going by RPG terms.
It's like just it's just hang. It's kind of like Frodo's ring. It's just dangling there. It's not being of use.
Sacred.
It's just tucked away somewhere safe.
Alrighty, fair enough.
Yes, if Aldane or Boltar want it back, they can have it back.
Nah, I'm cool. I know where it is.
I don't care about the ring. I just care about the sword.
Big sword go whoosh.
But yeah, we're gonna go find Prolix's contact and see what we can learn about that.
Who just so I know who's gonna kind of lead the group in.
I'd say the guy whose name is on our group.
I mean, it
That
it
seems
is
fair.
it is the job, I guess. Let's go ahead.
Okay.
Did we get a name?
Yes, bookkeeper Kime.
Bookkeeper what?
Key me.
Kime?
Khime.
Oh, I wrote it wrong. Right.
I wrote it
nice.
phonetically. Kime?
Yeah.
Perfect. That's all I care about.
Should be in the Sigil district.
All right. So do we just walk in? Do we know where the bookkeepers would be? Are we
Not
allowed to just wander
necessarily.
around?
So you are at this point card-carrying members of the Allegiance of Volsite. However, none of you decided to don the uniform, if you will.
Right, it's in my bag.
We don't.
I should have.
We have a very lax uniform policy here at Boltar's Banditos. I believe in a very casual work environment. I feel people work best when they feel comfortable. So
Hawaiian shirts on Fridays.
So, as you
Precisely.
approach the gate, there are the standard 2 guards outside. And as you approach, one of them will step up and say, "Halt! What is your business here?"
we work here.
yeah, we just we're coming back to do some stuff, and then we're heading back out on some more missions.
We just need to do some housekeeping.
Are you guys going to
Okay.
help us? We could use a little bit of help, actually. Which one of you is the guide?
We're already on duty. Please present your coins.
Coins? I pull out my bag of money. I'm like, I have this many, and I show them all of my gold coins.
Oh, look. There we go again.
Do any of you have yours?
Most
You
definitely.
called us
Quick, show them all your
card-carrying
money. Why do we need to
members?
show them all our money? I look over at Bolt. I whisper to Boltar, why do we have to show them our monies?
No, it's something. It's something else. I'm assuming you said card carrying members. I'm assuming we all got coins.
Yeah, along with the uniform.
I'll go ahead and
Oh, okay.
pull out mine. And we're like, no, seriously. Like, look, we work here. We do stuff.
Yeah, we're legitimate, man.
Yeah.
Just had to
He's
make sure.
bona
Go on
fide.
in.
Thanks.
Man, gotta keep professional, so we thank you for that.
Hey, and I've got a delivery also for the bookkeepers. Where am I going with that?
If you're looking for the bookkeepers, then you probably want to head to the Omnivore Library.
Absolutely.
Go up the stairs, hook a right, go up another flight of stairs. Just keep going until you find a building that looks like a library. Kind of
Gotcha. The one with the books. Yeah. Got it. Okay.
typically.
All right, so we go up the stairs, turn left.
Right. I'm gonna grab him and go, no. He said right.
Oh, okay, this way.
Exactly how I imagine it. Till you just grab him by the collar of his shirt and drag him.
No. Right.
And eventually, you do following the given directions, you do find your way to the Omnivore Library. As you enter, or as you approach, I should say, it is an ornate and gorgeous looking building. It appears that all the outer shell of it is all constructed from a fine marble. Very tall columns, very congressional looking in that regard. But as you begin to walk in, you see that every square inch of every wall is just covered in shelves for books. And there are very few gaps in those shelves. And at the center of it all is just a little circular desk.
Is there somebody at the circular desk?
There is.
I walk up to this person at the desk. Kime!
I'm sorry, who are you looking for?
Kime?
Yeah.
No.
Bookkeeper Keyman.
Yeah. He should be
You're gonna
around
have
here
to-
somewhere.
Oh.
You're gonna have to speak up. I'm a little hard of hearing.
Proceeds to scream in his ear.
Oh my god. So this is a library. Please keep it down. Why? I don't know why you're yelling. If you're looking for bookkeeper Kime, he very likely is in his office. Just head back and I believe he's the third one on the third one from the left.
Go to the third one from the left. I get to the third one, I'm like, left. I know left. It's not right.
Playing mind games is all.
So, as all of you head back, kind of taking in the sights and, quite frankly, the scent of all the old texts around you, you eventually find your way towards the back side of the library, finding where they have some offices set. Yes, Nathaniel.
Are any of the shelves categorized? Like one like enchantments, is another one like magical items, or are they labeled per se?
They're not labeled, or they're not outwardly labeled. Though the keepers of the library can pretty much tell you where everything is.
Okay. Thank you for that information.
Alrighty. So making your way back, you do eventually find your way to the office of bookkeeper Kime. She's a middle-aged human. Shoulder length blonde hair. Big thick glasses, and the hair's tied back into a very tight ponytail. And as you walk in, she seems very deep into whatever research she's into, and quite frankly, doesn't notice you all walk in.
eBay!
Oh, dear.
Just the human person I was looking for.
Do I know you?
It's me!
It's you.
Yeah.
Right. And she starts to reach over for what looks to be a cowbell on top of her desk.
I'm gonna be like, hey, but I don't think you should be reaching for stuff right now. Just hang tight. We're a little trigger happy.
I certainly don't feel much safer now.
I grab the cowbell and start ringing it.
I just felt the need to give you a fair warning. But listen. Prolix said that you had some information for us.
So I do have to address something that Aldine
Ting
just
ting
did.
ting 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 ting.
And it doesn't take very long before all of you hear the sounds of armored footsteps rushing in your direction.
New audience. I step out and I start performing for him with the cowbell. Ting 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 ting.
We're all gonna die.
Can I cast mage armor on myself?
No,
I mean, you can.
I'm gonna do it.
just to be safe. You never know what's
Yeah,
going.
just to be safe is.
So as you go out to perform for whoever's approaching there, Eldane, you see four heavily armored, guard-looking folks. Though these aren't the standard, town's guard you have seen so far. They are adorned in bronze armor, along with a helmet of the same tone.
My name is Alden. I have a cowbell, and it's going ding 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 ding.
What is and the one at the front will did you sir, that's not meant to be a toy. You called
A
for the
toy.
hand of war.
A toy.
Now
Sir, this is a musical instrument.
Yeah, he's an artiste. You know how they can be.
He's a professional. He just can't hide his talents, man. Not for very long.
and one of them will take their staff and actually kind of
Uh-oh.
the one up front will kind of make a hand gesture and kind of point directly towards you, Aldane. One of the guards is going to take his large staff and kind of just press you up to against to the wall with it. As the lead guard will walk in and Bookkeeper Kime, or these vagabonds causing you agita. Shall we remove them?
While he's pushing me, I'm using his helmet to do my instruments now since I can't use the thing. So ting 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 ting.
At this point, if you put anything metal in front of him, he's going to play it like a steel drum. He can't help himself. You guys are just going to make the situation worse. Have you guys ever heard of de-escalation?
You have been warned.
As a matter of fact, we have. He turns to the guard to the right of him. The one pressing you against the wall, Aldane, takes a few steps back. But as soon as that guy is out of your vision, you see the other one has what looks like a pair, and I know y'all are going to do something with this, but he takes a pair of brass balls in his hands and just chucks it over in your direction. And that is going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
I mean, yeah, that's gonna hit me.
No damage, but you are restrained and immobile. As these brass balls flew out at you, they expanded and kind of a magical string came out and wrapped itself around you, and your arms and legs are tied to you.
Wild shape, ferret. I leave them and then...
Oh my lord!
Like I told you guys. Listen. We're here to talk, and I don't know why everybody's just so crazily aggressive all of a sudden.
Well, we were called. Typically, when you call for guards, it's not a great situation.
Look. We get the guards called all the time. It's usually a much easier experience than this.
I can tell you that.
Oh, tell you what. As far as I know, you don't work here. I know
I'm gonna pull out my coin and I'll be like, "Yeah, I do."
Dude.
And he'll turn over to Bookkeeper Kime and I'm not. I don't know who they are, and I don't know what they want. But if you could be so kind to just stand outside the door and be here for my protection, and should I need you, I'll scream for help. Is that fair? And, your wish is our command. And they'll step out. The one that threw the restriction bolts at you, Boltar, Aldane, picks them up off the ground and tries to kind of accidentally kick Ferret Dane.
I'm gonna be like, I might do an acrobatics check because I'm gonna be like jumping on people and like wrapping around their legs and then hopping to something else.
Very ferret-like.
Yeah.
Very much. Yeah.
Artemis, you had your hand raised.
He is welcome to attempt to kick me.
When she tells the guards to stand outside, politely just say, I would like to ask if we could use your. We are searching for some information, and were highly recommended as you are smart, talented, and very much. I apologize for that. He has had too much sugar. Or too much sweets.
It's actually very accurate.
And the musical instrument is kind of his thing. So I do apologize on behalf of the group. But our true goal was to obtain information. Seek wisdom.
Well, you have a very strange way of asking for information. But as it is, I do suppose it's part of my job. How may I be of assistance? I believe that one over there, and she'll motion to you, Boltar. You mentioned Prolix. I haven't seen him around in over a week. Is he all right? Muted.
He's running for his life. Yeah.
Oh
Scared,
my.
scared horribly.
He shit his pants.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh dear.
And let me
It's-
tell you something also. Terrible bed and breakfast runner.
The worst host ever. You do not want to go over there.
I would respectfully disagree.
Someone ate my food, okay? It wasn't me.
Wasn't me neither. It had to be someone. That's all we say.
I'm on the guy that threw the balls at me. I'm gonna climb up on the top of his helmet.
Aww.
He stands there like he. If anyone outside were watching, be able to see that he's kind of looking up towards Ferret Dane. But he is standing there at attention and stoic and unmoved.
Oh. Basically British soldier.
So I'm gonna get real close. So the scuttlebutt is that you happen to, know something about us getting ambushed at the Life Dome.
I can't say I do.
I'm gonna reach into my pocket and I want to pull out a vial of blood. I'm gonna say, you see this? This is a demon.
Don't.
This is a
I
demon.
think it's too late.
I'm going to jump off and grab the vial of blood and run away.
guys! I'm gonna try to stop them from doing that, guys. I wasn't actually. You guys really don't know how to scare and intimidate people. Come on, I wasn't gonna do it. I'll put the vial back in my pocket.
Boltar, she has trained guards right outside the door ready to kill us. It is not time.
I know, but then the demon gets to come out.
No. Oh. We're here for somebody else's well-being, not yours. Again, my apologies, Professor. I take off the ring that Prolix gave us, and I just hold it out in front, and I say, Prolix, hinted that you could tell us about this. Please be very careful. Please be very careful.
Oh, yes, I'm quite adept. And she'll take it from you. This appears to be the Red Ring of Rage. This was reported as missing. How did you come by it?
I'll answer that if you could tell me a little bit more about the ring. Who reported it missing and where was it found?
There's been any amount of expeditions down into Kale Moro, typically looking for more ruidium, as well as any common day items or weapons that have taken on some of its more unnatural properties.
And you said this ring was reported missing.
Yes. The name escapes me. But perhaps if I grab the records from those expeditions, they may prove helpful for you.
If it's not too much trouble, and again, I will try to keep my team members more well behaved.
Perhaps please do. If they are all well-meaning, then perhaps a course in what's the word? You would think, me being a bookkeeper, I would know these words.
I hop up on the table and give her the puppy doggiest ferret eyes of all time. Curl up a little bit.
Oh well,
Excuse me. And I
I know. No need. I know he's not actually a ferret, but um, just for funsies, there, chance, and to give you a chance to roll some dice, roll me a performance check for how adorable you are.
Aw.
All right. Let me get back to the sheet. And my
Very low
performance is a
DC.
+5.
I pray for you.
and while
Let's
he's
go.
doing this, I'm glaring at Boltar, just like, don't.
18.
I will feed on you.
Oh, all right. Well, and she'll kind of put her arm out for you to kind of wrap around and like, you do make a very cute ferret. Well, come along, and the rest of you can come as well. So she'll lead you outside the office, and as she does, she'll tap the lead guard. I do believe all is well here. If I don't mean to keep you from your other duties, so I think I should be. I was going to say safe with this crew, but not in any life-threatening danger. So,
We're
as you wish.
As we're walking away and I kind of roll up onto her shoulder, I give that guard a little ferret middle finger.
Oh no! Oh, rolled for performance.
Roll slide of palm.
Slide of ball.
just to see if you take him out of his very rigid candor. Odds are even.
Oh no, there's the dice. Oh,
Highs or lows.
Eyes always go high.
So
oh.
as the guards file and begin to march their way, you see the one that had struck you with the restraining bolt kind of turn back and meet eyes with you and sees the ferret middle finger. And because he saw this, and you see his eyes kind of go wide, and that almost simultaneously his eyes go wide, he kind of oversteps to step down, and you go, oh, and he's able to catch himself, but it's an embarrassing stumble for someone of the hand of Ord.
Got him.
I come up right beside Boltar and they say, I swear to the gods on high, you screw this up, I will drain you and leave you to die.
We're like, look, I don't. I just was trying to get some information, you know.
Honestly, it could have been done way worse.
Sometimes you gotta use a heavy hand.
This is a librarian.
Well, which means a heavy hand should be very, very good at getting the information out.
Haven't you ever heard of Conan the Librarian?
I mean, I don't know about you, but if I was a librarian, I would have shit my pants at the thought of a demon.
Oh, she I think you effectively had her shitting her pants, which is why she reached for the damn alarm bell.
I guess it's fair enough.
Just keep
Anywho.
in mind, Boltar.
All right. So, she leads you up a flight of stairs, and after some perusing, and you see she pulls one book, moves the ladder, goes up as pretty much as high as she can go, pulls another one, and does this a few more times before she brings everything back down, and just drops about 5 or 6 books in front of you all. And she's like, well, if there's anything to be learned about those expeditions, they'll all be here. Please, have at it. So,
Thank you.
that being said,
Thank you.
you're quite welcome.
Before you go, do you have a picture book that we can give our one?
No, not a picture book, though. I think I have a suggestion for something that'll keep him well entertained. She goes off again, and this time she stays downstairs, goes into a completely different section, far removed from where she was pulling records, and eventually comes back to you with a very slight grin on her face, and she's like, "This should keep him entertained." And she hands you a book, and you read the cover, and it's titled "Tusks of Love."
Oh.
I called
It
it.
keeps, it keeps
Hey,
coming back,
I called
baby. So,
Yeah.
who is going to be reading through the records?
I mean, as a wizard, I will go ahead and just start grabbing books and just start burning through them.
Oh, well, it's
Yeah,
just gonna
I'll-
take everything from us.
Okay.
All of us.
Okay, cool. Let's see. How do I want to do this? We'll start with with Goliath and your findings. You actually are the first, believe it or not.
Oh,
That because when it comes right down to it, fighting maybe not always your forte, but when it comes to reading and research, that tends to be something that you are pretty damn good at.
fine.
So you find one of the records of an expedition, and only one of them. None of the rest of you find any mention of a ring at all.
Oh shit.
However, Goliath, you do. You notice that they're in an expedition from about 2 months ago. There is a mention of a ring, and the expedition was staffed by agents Unbara Flintbreaker and Indris Lornan, and led by Professor Lemil Wist.
Yo, guys, check this out. I found something in the records about the ring. This was, I think, about 2 months ago. But I don't know these names. Do you guys ring a bell with anything with those names? What were the names again?
Yeah, let me give that to you again. Unbara Flintbreaker,
Flintbreaker,
Idris Lornan,
Flintbreaker, and Ikris Lauren.
and Professor Lemil Wist.
All right. I forgot them already. Oh, I'm so bad at this.
You continue reading, and the log indicates that the group was accosted by a thief on its way back to the surface. But mention of what was stolen seems to be missing from the record.
This is pretty peculiar. As far as I can see, this seemed to have been robbed by some thieves. So whatever was inside what they were trading, that is gone now. So perhaps this is possibly the ring that we were looking for.
Does it give a list of what was found at the dig site?
That's part of what's missing.
Oh.
Essentially, think of it like those pages from the log were torn.
Thank you. There we go. I knew I was missing a piece there. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
The other books. I apologize.
Mhm.
The other books that were given, are they by the same person? Or is it just like different?
Oh, these are all these expedition logs that you've been handed have been filled out by various members of the Allegiance. Essentially, a few of them are actually completed by bookkeeper Kime. None that relate to anything that you're looking for. but it seems a fairly common practice that after an expedition is complete, that the expeditioners come and report back to be able to put their expedition into text. Hopefully that makes sense.
It does.
As much
Um,
as you can.
So speaking of Boltar, you're next up. Through your readings, you start. Actually find something that isn't quite what you're looking for, but you find of slight interest, I'll say. You find continuous mentions of a group called the Sentinels of Memory. The documents that the Allegiance has on them confirm that the Sentinels of Memory are a new faction established around the time that the project to explore the sunken ruins began. The documents assert that the Sentinels of Memory believe the so-called Undertemple is a prison that is meant to be kept sealed and forgotten. Excuse me. Yes.
Okay, so let me just make sure I got this right. So Sentinels of so there's constant mentions of this group, the Sentinels of Memory, that sprouted up around the same time as they started searching for this, or after, like they started looking for it and then all of a sudden this group sprung up.
Pretty much. So let's see. Let me read this part again. Yeah, established at around the time the project to explore the ruins began.
So I'm just thinking inside, Boltar just thinking inside of his head, so it seems like they started to explore the ruins, and then all of a sudden a new faction springs up, Sentinels of Memory. What are they trying to remember? They found something down there. What did they
Well,
find?
it's not. Boltar is always not.
No, he's thinking this in his head. He's not saying
He's
any of this
not out loud
just
thinking.
yet. Yeah. Because technically this doesn't pertain directly to what we were searching immediately. It's just kind of like stuff that's just spitballing in his head. And then hold on. So this Undertemple is a prison that should be sealed and forgotten. Who?
That is the belief of the Sentinels of Memory. It didn't go into detail what the and I'll put this in quotations, the Undertemple is. But the Sentinels of Memory seem to have a okay idea of what that may be.
While everybody is still leafing through and looking for what they're looking for, can I kind of peel off without like drawing attention that I'm doing that and just kind of see if I can't find out more information here on the Undertemple or any direct information on Sentinels of Memory?
Absolutely. If you want, would you like to go look on your own, or would you like to source Bookkeeper Kime?
Can I see how I fare on my own without saying anything, and then if nothing really comes up, I can go.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check for me then.
This is what I'm supposed to be good at, everybody.
Fingers crossed.
Hey, 23.
With a 23, you have a pretty decent memory of where Bookkeeper Kime was finding the records that she was pulling for y'all, and you make your way back over in that direction. And kind of nothing really has labels. Nothing's on the spine of the books. They pretty much they're just labeled with something very similar to the Dewey Decimal System. Apparently, I just triggered someone with that one. but you kind of start pulling, directionless, if you will, because since none of them are labeled, it's kind of hard to take. You're mostly taking stabs in the dark. But leafing through them, you find a few. You find one mention of the Sentinels of Memory. In reading it, you don't find any additional mentions of the Undertemple. But what you do find is, um, you find a book where they're starting to keep tabs and keep records on the Sentinels of Memory. Since they're still relatively new, the book is relatively unfilled. Just basically a chapter or two. Excuse me. Excuse me again. But you do find that in towards the back of the index, there's a spot that's labeled suspected connections. And under that index, you see that they have a suspected connection to the consortium of the Vermilion Dream. Hey, Viventar, how you doing, bud? Thank you for the raid.
Vermilion what?
The consortium of the Vermilion Dream.
Got it. Suspected connection between the consortium and what?
The Sentinels.
Like a kind of like a they are working together kind of a thing, or
It didn't have any additional details. Just suspected connections, and they don't. Again, since the Sentinels are a relatively new faction in Ank'Harel, there's not a lot of information available about them. At least not at the Allegiance of All Sight.
got it. Well, then Kime probably wouldn't have that much more information then, because it would be written down here in this damned book.
I'll give you that for free because you rolled pretty high. You continue looking through the books and don't find anything additional, and you feel pretty confident that you found everything that could be found.
Perfect.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'll go back to the group and just kind of like survey what they've all been doing.
So as you return back to the group, I'll start with Aldane. Aldane, you have been gifted a book of questionable smut. Like, it's not well written smut, but it'll do the trick.
How many throbbing members?
Lots of horns.
Oh,
Ooh,
Very, very horn-filled. Horny.
I'm sure there's a heaving bosom or two.
Uh-huh. And feathers
Seems
of
about
sunder.
Oh, something's asunder, that's for sure.
something's out under the
For the most part, I'm like thumbing through that, but I'm also listening to everything that's being said. I'm letting them do the research because me and reading aren't really like on great terms, but I'm listening to everything that's being said.
So as you're listening, you flip the page and find one of the very few pages that has illustrations.
Ooh! I will be at this page I'll be in my bunk.
It's gonna be
Until Boltar comes back and tells us what he found.
If any of you have ever seen a ferret blush, because I don't think you ever came out of ferret form.
I did not.
This ferret is blushing.
Aw.
I've
never
every
seen
time
a ferret
he tries to go
read smut.
he tries to go turn a page, it's like before it turns.
Wow, there really is a first for everything. Ooh.
Which really helps bring attention to it. The page tattering.
Alrighty. So, in one of the last books that Artemis is actually going through, again, you don't find anything, about the ring, or anything pertaining to the expeditions. But what you do find, and considering your condition, learning more about ruidium strikes your interest almost immediately. And you find one that has an okay amount of information about ruidium. You discover that ruidium is actually the name itself was coined by the consortium of the Vermilion Dream initially. They needed a name to identify this mineral that was found in the ruins of Kael Moreau. And at this point, as you've kind of discovered, the name stuck into academic lexicon. Continuing reading, the extent of its properties is yet known, but early reports say that the mineral produces red crystalline veins in other substances, both inorganic and organic alike, that remain if you are in prolonged contact with it.
Yeah, we kind of got that note. We treated our team members who got infected with it.
Yeah. I didn't say you didn't find out the hard way. I'm just saying what you read. Actually, since Goliath, since you're the one with the expedition records, I would like you to roll me an investigation check.
That had to happen again. Let's go. Investigation, right?
Yes.
+2. I mean, what do you guys are gonna think I'm gonna roll? Let's be honest. Before it's gonna happen. Well, it's not much faith in. Why did I ask? God damn it! Oh,
Who got it right? Who got it right?
It's the DM, of course. He knows everything. He even knows all my roles in the future. God damn.
So, did you get a total of 3, or what was your total roll?
Oh, it was a 3 plus a 2, so 5, which is not much better anyway.
I don't. Okay. Yeah. I may remind you that you have daily inspiration.
Or you could call for help.
This seems like a pretty. I'm so tired now. I'm gonna use the inspiration because I have no hope left. I'm gonna do this by myself. So let's try anyway.
So
Ask for help.
so you can roll.
By the way, do everyone see that I'm struggling with this book because it's like I'm basically dying from the inside. This is
Aldane is way too deep into a smut.
seems about right.
But I'll say since Boltar went for a potty break, I'll say Artemis does kind of look up from her book every now and again, and kind of sees you kind of just like kind of flipping back and forth on the same page.
Is everything
So
okay,
that-
Goliath?
What?
Is everything okay, Goliath?
There's a lot of information to process. Could you perhaps help an innocent young dragonborn? Perhaps? Please, I kindly ask you.
Sure, I can help you with that.
Oh,
So
thank
since you're getting help, instead of my typical roll a d12 and add it to your original roll, I'll say roll your d20 again, this time at advantage since you're getting help from Artemis.
Yes, okay. Something good.
don't see a result.
I did it in, a roll d20, and I actually don't want to see it. You don't want to see my roll.
Don't you get any bonuses?
Did you roll it twice?
I rolled it. Oh, I do. I can roll it once more, but I have
Yes,
no
because
faith in me. I have no faith.
Since
You really want to do that, or
It's the fucking same, of course. Oh.
I see he's still having trouble, so I just start taking over to like scan the documents, like run my fingers along the words, just like
I'll trundle over
trying to
to
put
him.
together.
I'll trundle over to him because he's looking really depressed, and I'll grab him by the hand, and then drag him over to the smut book and point at the tusks.
Can this be the moment I
that's
turn
some
back
mighty
around
tusks.
the
Ooh,
corner where they are?
fucking 2 times 4.
Say again?
Can this be
yeah.
the point where I come back around to where they are?
Yes.
Well, you got the ferrets showing the dragon. Well, you know what?
This isn't the worst thing you've seen
I'm
me
gonna
do.
look at Artemis and go, you seem like you've got something juicy there. What you got?
Well, it was actually Goliath who started it, but
I
we
couldn't
just
finish it.
need to.
This
Yeah.
book broke everything about me. I'll never financially recover from this. That's all I can say.
Are you?
Yeah.
Can I cast Charm Person on him just to make him feel better?
No, as long as I don't have to roll.
You think I'm showing him my
You don't have to
tusk?
roll.
Okay.
You don't have to roll anything.
You can willingly choose to fail.
Mm-hmm.
You can roll to see if you succeed at the resistance. You're gonna win either way. If you roll high, you rolled high. If you roll low, you're charmed.
You just
Yeah.
want to do for the sake for the lols. Oh god.
So,
An 18.
wisdom saving throw.
Rolled an 18.
He finally rolled something decent. It's an 18, so I'm pretty sure that that Goliath is not charmed.
Oh.
Oh, so close. Yeah.
Oh god.
So
Oh my god, buddy, I tried. I tried. I know it wouldn't have been real, but wouldn't it have been nice to at least feel something? You're muted, I think.
There's no point in life. I just need to end it all. What's even the point of living anymore? It's not
Squeak!
helping point.
Squeak, squeak,
all
squeak.
right, so I was about to type this out, but all right. Since Artemis has taken over the expedition log, Artemis, let me get you to roll an investigation check, please.
Uh, 24.
That's
Ooh,
pretty
with
good.
a 24. Picking up where Goliath, rage quit, having wrinkles in his brain. Like what was so difficult for him to find. I got you. What he was struggling so hard to find, your eyes immediately guided to. You find that some of the expedition logs and inventories of recovered items have been redacted or left unfinished. And since you rolled so goddamn high, you notice that there's a pattern when it comes to it. A lot of these incomplete logs, and hell, practically all of them that have redacted items, all of them were the expeditions were led by Professor Lemil Wist.
I calmly walk over to Goliath I put my hand on your shoulder. I use the two finger to like lift your chin and say, "You have just solved. You just give us a great piece of this puzzle."
Oh, and
Prolix will thank you for saving his life.
yes,
As
yes, of course. I've done something right. Yes, I should just laugh up a bit. Live, laugh, love, right?
Beaky
Just for the
squeak.
sake for everyone. And
uh,
always.
I go over to him, I put my arm around him, I'll be like, don't worry. We'll go to the casino, and we'll have a couple of drinks, play
Now
some games. You'll forget all about this.
I bring everybody back to the table, including Goliath. Make sure Goliath sits right in the center in front of the book, and I point out like I basically like, okay, Goliath, you were on the point here, like yes, this person, but then you got this, and this. But the key, Boltar, I'm sure you see this. The person that's keeping these records is the person who was on the expedition when the ring was supposedly stolen, or wasn't.
And information from the log that the person wrote is missing. So I mean, like that just points to
One person.
This is pretty vital information.
We should find out where if we can find this person. What is it? You said it's Lamel. It's Lamel Professor Lamel Wist.
Yeah.
Yes.
And just as a fair reminder, other names of interest that came up.
Yeah.
The Anbara and Idris were on the.
What is Idris's last name? I've got Flintbreaker for Umbara. I keep missing Idris.
Lornen. Lornen.
Lornen. Got it. Okay. Yeah.
I think we should talk to the professor because something doesn't right either way that these things are so they're not complete, and the fact that these got ripped out, the specifics, something. Thanks to Goliath. I mean, yeah. I think it's the professor we need to go talk to.
I mean, this points us in the right direction. This is exactly what we needed. This is why
we're here.
This is why we're here.
Thanks to Goliath, now this points us in the right direction.
Oh, sorry, I'm a little tired. What did you say again?
I put my hand again on your shoulder and said, "Thanks to you, now it's pointed us in a direction. We need to go see the professor from these archaeologist digs."
Yeah, we need
to found this information.
Yes, I'm so sorry for everything, guys. I just need to have a bit of faith of me and just roll with the flow.
Slide the book in front of him.
And of course, I can't
really want you to read that, man.
Can't forget the little squirrel or ferret.
He wants you to read it. Read the horn book.
Well, you do that. I'm gonna go check.
Gonna get the horn, boys.
I'm gonna go back to the librarian.
We haven't had. Boltar hasn't reported in yet.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, yeah, he came back.
Oh, you did report in?
I haven't said anything yet.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You haven't reported to us what you found.
Correct.
Yeah.
Not yet.
I just want to go back to the lady that we in the office and ask, where would we find the Professor Lemmy Wist, Unbara, Flintbreaker, and Nurse Lauren?
Oh, well, sorry. Anbara and Idris share an office just 2 or 3 buildings down, and They hold an office in there. Professor Lamille should be within the main university building of the Allegiance. I don't know where his office of operations is. My apologies. I would assume that Anbar and Idris would probably be able to give you that information.
Fortunately, the books that you gave us were very helpful in what we needed. Thank you very much for sharing the wisdom of the library and inspiring us. And
I am so pleased to hear. If my old friend Prolix is in danger, if you see him, I'll keep tight-lipped in the meantime, because I doubt I'll put it to you. I doubt he could hurt even a fly, or have any ounce of viciousness in him. But if you do see him, please pass along my wellest wishes.
You have our word.
I like write like I know where he is if you have a message and just slide it across the desk like quietly, not saying anything.
Oh, sure.
And again,
And sure.
I do apologize. Yeah, I'm just kind of like talking in case someone's listening. And again, I do apologize for our druid friend. He, as I said, he had lots of sugar and gets a little excited with musical instruments.
I suppose it takes some of every sort now, doesn't it?
Indeed, you find many great people here in Ank'Harel.
Well, if that's all you need, I do truly need to get back to my research.
Thank you very much for your time. And if she's not sliding me a note,
She jotted down a few words on the paper and handed it over.
Before I leave, because I think I didn't reiterate, I would like to get the ring back. I do remember giving it to her.
Yeah, sure.
But
that's on me. She would have handed that right back to you after taking a look.
These are viewers.
Absolutely. Yeah, no. She wouldn't have any interest in keeping that for herself. She gave it right back to you.
I go back to Boltar and Spike and Aldane, and I relay the information like, okay, so this is where the professor is supposed to be, and this is where Anbara and Indris are supposed to be a couple blocks this way. We could check with them, see, maybe get anything confirm anything, but
I guess we could go for a quick look.
Boltar?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think we should go to you said an office a couple of buildings down for
Yeah,
purpose?
So
I think maybe we should head down there first.
for sake of ease, to kind of give you guys the scope of direction you're going, you would be able to go visit the excavators before making your way to the Allegiance University proper.
Perfect. Or we could split up.
That doesn't seem like a good idea to me, pal.
We're
gonna die.
It's the free
risky.
spirit in me.
We are gonna die.
It's yeah. It's the free spirit in me. No. We should head down to the office first, and then from there figure out our next course of action. But I really need to use the bathroom, guys, and it might take at least 10 minutes.
Oh god.
So why don't you guys head on, and I will catch up real quick after I take care of some business.
Some
And then I'll go, hey, Kime, where's a bathroom?
Just around the corner here.
Perfect. Is it like a little, private, discreet? I've got something to do, if you catch my drift.
Most bathrooms are.
Thank you. And I'm just gonna go on and
Boltar will wait for you outside. As soon as you're done your thing, we'll be out there.
We'll wait for you, man. No worries.
Does Boltar take Tusk of Love? with
No.
for appearance sake, yeah, he will. He'll grab he'll grab that. But he'll turn around when Artemis says that and goes, no, seriously, just go. Obviously, I'm gonna hold up the book and go, this is gonna take a minute. I don't feel that great, but I will be there. Just go on and start poking around that there, and I'll be right there. And then I'll just head to the bathroom really quick and make it look like I'm clenching and walking uncomfortably.
It's about to come out.
That's yes, exactly.
Boltar's prairie dogging. All right. So the rest of the Banditos make their way towards where they were told they can find the excavators. But before we do that, Boltar, what are you actually up to?
I would like to. So I got a new spell.
Oh Lord, here we go.
I would like to cast divination. It's a 4th level spell. As a ritual, and it puts me in contact with a god or a god servant. So this is gonna be fun for you.
You're not.
I get to ask one question about a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days. The DM offers a truthful reply, which might be a short phrase or a cryptic rhyme, but it's got to be truthful. The spell doesn't account for circumstances that might change the answer, such as other things that happen.
Got you.
Damn. That's a pretty good spell.
I've got that spell too.
If you cast the spell more than once before finishing a long rest, there is a cumulative 25% chance for each casting after the first that you get no answer. So I guess you just roll a D100.
Well, for the second cast.
Yeah, for the second cast. The first cast I get the answer. And he's gonna roll the dice here. I'm gonna get into this bathroom. I'm gonna throw the book down, and I'll start casting this ritual. And I'll go, gods. I know I've always been the kind of type to say whatever in whatever circumstance. So I guess I'll keep true to myself, and whichever one of you guys wants to answer, that's totally fine with me. So this group, the Sentinels of Memory, they've got to like meet places, right? What are they doing, like now, currently?
All right. I'm going to send that to you in a DM.
Okay. Cool.
And
remember, it doesn't have to be direct. It can be indirect. It's just like Zone of Truth. It has to be truthful. Short phrase, cryptic rhyme,
or an omen.
I'm being omened. And because I'm casting a divination,
ignore that message. I just sent it to you so I can remind myself later.
Got it. And because I cast a divination spell, I gain a lower level spell slot back. Boom. There we go.
Alrighty. So, how long does the ritual cast take?
10 minutes.
So you're going to be about 10. We're going to say about 15 minutes behind joining the rest of the Banditos where they are. However, we rejoin Aldane, Artemis, and Goliath, where they have just arrived to what is effectively an office building that has just nothing but rooms for offices and like various different research and government proceedings occur. So
I would like to do a perception of the area because I'm paranoid as fuck. Now,
Should we do all do that?
Yeah, but I'm specifically looking for something.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense.
Like I said, I'm paranoid as fuck right now.
all right, go ahead and roll me a perception.
I think I only get. So yeah, I don't get advantage because I'm not just thoughtful. Why did we do that? Yeah.
Ooh. Still higher than mine though.
Not by much.
Not that much.
Because of the letter you received recently, you were constantly looking over your shoulder, but nothing seems out of the ordinary to you.
Doesn't make me feel any better, but I locate the office, and then it's like, hey, Boltar, when you're ready.
I'm gonna go weasel my way into the office. Get it? Get it?
Oh, you're still a ferret?
No.
Still a ferret.
I haven't heard him say he transformed back yet.
I guess that is true.
I also haven't spoken at all either.
Are you like on my shoulder or someone's shoulder? Or
I was probably riding for a while and tucked up in a hood or something.
oh, that's so cute.
Ferrets are sneaky. They get everywhere.
As long as you don't steal my stuff, then it's okay.
So are you guys gonna with the exception of Aldane, are you guys gonna wait outside? You do see Ferret Dane skitter up the stairs and just run into the building. Do you give chase after Ferret Dane, or are you waiting around for Boltar and?
I mean, you guys can wait for me all you want, but I mean, a tiny ferret can do a lot of damage without any supervision. Is all I'm saying. So wait.
We need the communicator rings now, earrings or something now, so we can locate.
Not anymore.
It's gone.
Oh.
Remember that was one of his.
That was the
things.
first card.
Oh.
Pretty sucked.
He destroyed his earrings of sending.
Hey, but in return it got 50k, so it's a win-win.
So you can buy another pair.
I
Precisely.
almost took sending so that I could send messages to anybody, but then I was like, I don't really want. I want to talk.
Let's Goliath go first, and then just follow up behind him. But I'm not chasing the ferrets.
Oh, yeah. Can I try a message on the Ferradine? Is he still within range?
As long as you can see him.
Okay, can I still see him? Or is he like already gone?
I'll say you are able to connect to it as he reaches the top of the stairs. That's when you send the message to give you a fair chance at it.
I guess I'll take my chances. Eldane, please don't repeat what already happened in the library. I cannot take another take two of this. Please stay with us. Don't go ferret all around the place. Please.
Just scouting.
You. Just scouting? Are you for real?
And then I keep going.
All right. I guess off you go.
So it looks like kind of just generic hallways and doors to offices. Let's say doors 1, 2, and 3. What door do you enter?
I will squeeze under door 1 and look in, and then squeeze under door 2 and look in, and
Door 1, you approach and kind of just peek under there. It would seem the occupants are unaware to your existence. Just a couple of dusty old men, a half orc and a halfling, and they're both kind of just pouring themselves over a very messy desk that doesn't seem to have any organization to the outside eye. But you have a good idea that they know what everything means and where everything belongs.
is there a name tag outside the door or anything?
Just numbers.
Just numbers. Okay.
Door number 2, you find an empty room. Bit disappointing, but it's just got a desk and chair behind it. Door number 3, let's say it is just is going to be what appears to be more of your political type, where it's an older elf that is kind of dictating or orders and just kind of plotting out a day for what sounds to be a campaign.
I'll listen to that for a few seconds just to hear if I hear a name. All I'm really listening for is like by order of Idris, Lornan, and things like that. And if I don't, then I'm going to go back to the first.
Just to keep things interesting to the party, you hear him say, "No, if we are able to expose him on a more national as well as a local level, we can snuff out this Goliath fellow and make sure that he never sees
Record
power."
scratch. What?
What? Oh no, I've got
Okay,
enemies.
I'm going to be listening a little bit more carefully.
That's how you know you're doing
Please
something right.
listen.
That's
I
how you know
bet-
you're doing something right.
I after 5 minutes or so, 5 to 10 minutes, I'm gonna like go back out into the hallway and like jump up on the door handle, so I'm visible on the door handle when the party comes up the hall in 5 or 10.
Okay, so sitting there and listening for another 5 minutes, they're more kind of just kind of what's the word I'm looking for here? They're kind of storyboarding how they're going to systematically make sure or try to make sure that Goliath doesn't get elected to the Emperor of Draconia. Being elected as an emperor seems, just objectively incorrect, but we're going to go with it.
It's a really weird democracy they have. Very
just
the
roll
prime,
with it.
or how about the prime minister of Draconia? That sounds a little more
How
accurate.
about the hot murder?
But ooh, I like that too. But they've you hear that they've noticed a sudden influx of Muga merch, some hats and shirts of
Stealing
Goliath
idea.
riding a sentient wall have started to show up around Ank'Harel.
Told you.
Very unusual for an outside nation politician to gain favor with the local flavor. So they're trying to put the kibosh on that. And the last thing you hear is, well, I believe one of the sources I have showed where their manufacturing is. Pretty sure we can put an end to that.
Fuck.
I'm waiting there visible in the hallway on the door handle for my party to show up. But I do need to know as soon as they see me down the hall.
Okay.
So with that, we'll say that Boltar rejoins the rest of the Banditos.
Oh,
And
thank God.
Boltar, you notice that Aldane isn't amongst them.
Oh, the ferret is the ferret ahead scouting.
He's scouting. At least he has making a mess for a while, so
Oh,
I
that's
get-
perfect. That's perfect. He'll be able to tell us what's going on when we get in there. Well, you go on, guys. You don't have to wait for me. I mean, you guys are capable of getting information. I mean, you don't need me to pull out a vial of blood and scream demon to make people scared.
spoken like a
Just
true
tell
person.
Aldane to turn into a bear. Everything will be fine.
Of course, it's gonna be
We
fine.
started this together. We finished this together.
Okay.
Your
We
reputation.
ride together,
Your reputation
die
on the line.
together.
I'm half dead already, so that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I feel I,
It's
I
about
feel
the
that.
thought
I
that
really
counts.
I resonate with that half dead. Yeah, I really do. But
This is your reputation on the line because we are. I still can't believe these words are coming out of my mouth. We're part of Boltar's Banditos, so it is your reputation.
with it.
You will never hear me say that again. I swear on all the primordial gods.
Oh, it's cool. It's
Oh.
totally fine. I'll be living off of that for a good while. Anyway,
It's normal
yeah,
life.
let's get in there and shake these guys down, or at least see if they've got some good information for us.
So as the rest of the Banditos enter, you come to the top of the hallway, and you see Ferret Dane kind of sitting atop of kind of that turn bar style door handle, and he's just kind of sitting there and sees you, and kind of prairie dog stands up.
And then I jump
There he
off.
is.
As soon as I see me and start walking towards me, I jump off and then run underneath the door frame squeeze underneath the door frame, run into the room.
Just for funsies,
no.
roll me an acrobatics.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if all of you gets under the door or if your ass end is sticking out.
The butt cheeks are too big for this door. I hope not, though.
6.
So Aldane skitters down, and the rest of you see him try to skitter underneath the door, but he's able to get his head and the front half of his body through the door, the bottom of the door gap. But he is spinning his wheels, his back legs, trying to get to the rest of the way in.
Oh.
And you hear, and from that you hear a muffled.
I think he wanted us to go in there. We should probably hurry. I'm gonna run to that door.
Just to be sure.
And swing it open and try to take a couple of steps into the room.
So as you do, it releases. As you open the door, it releases Ferret Dane, so you're free to move.
I
again.
run and bite the old man on the leg, dealing 1d1 point of damage.
Well, that's still going to require a roll to hit. Just don't roll
Just
a
letting
1.
you know, a ferret does 1d1 point of damage.
1d1, no.
So roll to hit. Just don't roll a 1.
Oh, I'm leaving you. Come on, Faradine.
And which one are you nibbing?
The old man that was doing the dictating that said he wanted, yeah.
The high
Yeah.
elf. So you skitter in. He go. What is the meaning of this? Ah! Is this creature yours? And he's saying that to you, Boltar.
I'm gonna take a couple of more steps into the room and go, oh, if he's biting you, that's all I need to know, buddy. And I'm gonna cast Fireball.
Oh, no! Inside the
That's not
He's
what I
an
wanted to
excellent
have
judge
happen.
of character.
on. No.
You're gonna fireball me. I've got like 6 hit
No,
points.
I'm sorry. I'm
Well-
sorry. I'll do I'll be a little bit more conservative with that.
Oh. Okay.
I'll do
You know
my
what
I'll
happened,
do my
bro?
bonus action hex followed up by a firebolt.
No.
I'm not trying to murder the guy. If I wanted to murder him, I would have done more than 1 point of damage.
I'm just saying I don't see you attacking anybody but bad guys. So
Anyway,
here I am.
what do you want on your
So-
tombstone, by the way? Just asking in advance.
It's a very valid question at this point.
Oh.
One of you guys maybe
So,
stop
go
him.
Can we try it, please?
Roll for
he-
initiative.
He's committed the action.
Oh no.
Boltar, go ahead and roll your attack.
I'll see myself out. Going to bed
Hey,
after this.
hey.
No!
He
Don't do it.
well, okay, we'll see what happens.
Oh, what is gonna roll? No.
So the hex does nothing, but hinder his. Let's say it's gonna hinder his wisdom. He's gonna be rolling wisdom at a disadvantage, and then we'll 18 to hit.
Go ahead and roll your damage. Goliath, you are right behind him.
Yeah.
Give me a roll for perception while you're at it.
No perception check. Okay.
That's 15 plus a hit will proc hex for another 5, so 20 points of damage.
I hate my.
So-
I hate everything. Come on, an 8. He's in front of me. How blind
so-
am I?
So you don't notice. So you see the firebolt, kind of just whiz past and strike this high elf for a right dead center of the chest. And his eyes immediately roll back, and you just hear a sickening thud of body hitting concrete.
I will come out of ferret form and heal him.
I think this is the time we roll initiative.
Because well, go ahead and heal. However, the other two that he was dictating orders to, Goliath, you didn't notice that he had a very similar cowbell on his desk to that of bookkeeper Kime. One of the workers immediately reaches over, grabs it, and rings it as hard as he fucking can. If you're trying to say something, Nathaniel, you're muted.
I put my arm over Goliath's chest and activate the invisibility off of the Jewel of Three Prayers.
Holy shit!
I heal him for 10 points of damage. What the hell? You were supposed to talk to him aggressively, man.
Wait, but you're still ferret,
That's
right?
aggressive. That's
And,
Fuck.
Can I
we're absolutely
rip that
fucked.
out of that out of one of their hands?
If that is your priority, please, by all means. By the way, do you have another character written up?
Oh no, I've got a better idea.
Oh.
I'll cast Charm Person and charm the other two, and I will literally just go, you did it. You did it. You knocked him out. I can't believe all that training. Are you guys okay? Is the memory implant working?
What's the DC save on that? And I am just doing flat rolls for them. They don't
let's
get any
see.
bonuses.
Let's see. It's a
Like,
wisdom. It's a wisdom 16. It looks like that's what it is. You attempt to charm a humanoid. Must make a wisdom saving throw.
I should have gone to bed. Fucking hell.
That's a failure?
While I have you, I'm just whispering,
That's-
stay quiet, stay quiet.
2 failures.
That's 2 failures.
2
They
failures.
are both charmed.
Perfect. Now I'll put my hands around them and go. Oh, I can't believe it. We'll have to report his high crimes to the guards when they get here.
Oh yes, most immediately. And almost as soon as you say, we must report his crimes to the guard, the same, and I do mean the same
Oh.
hands of Ord that
Huh?
had come to help save you from bookkeeper Kime, show up and they go, halt! You again!
Over here performing
I
would like to-
CPR.
I would like to put on the record that Goliath and I are invisible. Cannot see us.
I got you.
I'll remember that.
I'm gonna look
I'll
at them.
remember it for the rest of my life.
I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
look at them and go, look. We came here and he was attacking us. My friend here is just trying to heal him out of what's the word I'm looking for? Out of compassion. He's a generally a good soul, but this was all self-defense. You can ask these two, my good friends here. This man committed so many high crimes. I'm not pointing at you guys. I'm pointing at the guys ringing the bell.
Oh.
I did hear him talking about
yes,
arson and assassinating one of my friends.
And then I'm gonna stop and go, wait. Is there writing? Like he was dictating to these people. Were they writing this stuff down?
Yeah, I
I-
was watching him write it down. It's right there. That's the paper.
I'm gonna direct the guard to the gentleman lying on the floor. Let my friend stabilize him, and then you can go take him to go get treatment, and then you could do whatever it is you people do with criminals here, which is apparently allow them to do all sorts of horrible things.
And the guard will turn to the 2 underlings that you have charmed. Is this true? And they both excitedly nod their head like, yeah. He was about to I think he was about to attack us, and he was talking about burning Draconia down, which seemed a little bit redundant because it's already been burned down once. And why would you want to burn it down again? And if you need proof here, this is what he told us to do. And they immediately, willingly hand over their notes to the lead guard, and he goes, "Well,
I'm holding Goliath and just like
this seems to corroborate your story."
I'm gonna look at
very
them and
well.
I'm gonna say, "See, I told you. We have a lot of experience with guards getting called. We just happen to be at the right place at the right time of a lot of situations."
And the lead guard is like, "Well, you there," and he'll say this to you, Aldane. "I believe you know how these work." He's holding out the brass balls again.
Step away.
Can you just stand him up?
Hold him up.
And he immediately just whips them around him. He's immediately restrained. Like, what is the meaning of this?
I just put my
Do you
finger on his
have
lip.
any idea?
It's all over now.
Do you have any idea who you are arresting? This is preposterous.
Hey, make Draconia great again, bitch.
And then you see his eyes widen, and then eventually he scans the rest of the room.
He doesn't.
And that's right, they're invisible.
They weren't
Never mind.
invisible when the door opened, though.
That is true. Unfortunately.
He knows that he was here. At least I would hope. If he,
this is ridiculous. This is all a plot to overthrow the government. They're going to be invading
tinfoil hat
Ank'Harel.
stuff.
And,
Yes, me.
Fake
I'm
news.
such
You're gonna
the
have to
anarchist, and I want to
they're
be
gonna
in charge of government.
they're going to be taking over.
Does the government include trees?
They're eating the dogs.
Oh shit!
no, stay quiet.
No, the only person in this town that was eating anything untoward, we took care of that. Okay, we put a stop.
Yeah, he was eating the children, and we got him arrested too.
Yeah.
We'll find all evidence of his crimes. I suppose.
Hey, actually,
good-
that information. I'm heavily involved in running a political campaign for a one Goliath make Draconia great again. So if you could just please, I need copies of that because that stuff all pertains to my campaign as well. I understand it's evidence, but we'll just take copies. I can make copies.
It will take us some time to provide copies.
I pull out.
Where
I
would
pull
you
out a-
like the
I
copies?
want to pull out a
forwarded?
quill and parchment because I'm a wizard and this is kind of my shit. I'm gonna be like, I actually do this for a living. I can make the copies lickety split if you just give me like 10 minutes.
I'd rather not. Just where can we send? Because meanwhile, the other one still got them restrained.
I'll go-
We really must be off.
I will.
It's okay.
to
It's
not-
okay. I'll get you a copy later.
I'll go just so that he doesn't know because obviously him knowing is bad. I'll write it down on this parchment paper and I'll write the allegiance of all sight and kind of fold it up and I'll be like, we can be kind of found here. So I mean, if you send something there,
And he,
we'll
it's
eventually
like,
get it.
he's like, acknowledge her. I'll be sure to have copies made and sent your way.
Hey, and can we count on your vote?
We remain apolitical. However, I hope not to see you a third time today.
Oh, you should not ask for things that you are not willing to receive.
Which is precisely why I'm not asking for it.
Oh,
Good
it's
day.
okay
I'll
by not
hand him a
asking for
candy.
it. Asking for it.
Reach into my bag of holding and pull out a candy for him.
Oh, this is a butterscotch for the.
And he's,
I-
and he pops his little pouch like, I'll just keep that.
Candied
later.
plum. It's delicious. It's got a little bit of salt and sugar sprinkled on top.
And they'll turn around the high elf who has not stopped whinging and complaining. At this point, everything he says is kind of a word salad, but is also simultaneously, xenophobic and sometimes misogynistic, as he is escorted out.
Damn
the front
wood
door.
elves!
I make sure first that the guards are gone, the bell has been removed, then I drop the invisibility and let Goliath go.
Also, I
Ugh.
keep this bell as well.
Oh my god!
So the first bell I had in
Motherfucker.
my hand when I ferret formed, which means it's still in my person now that I've unferret formed, and this bell I'm just taking and putting in my bag. So now I have two.
I want to look at you with
That-
both of those bells and just go, hey, you heard what that guy said about meeting us a third time? We have the ability to do the funniest thing ever.
No, no, just no.
I step out of the room because I think Goliath is about to explode.
I am about to.
I'm just like-
blind-
Who was so do we know who that guy was? Let me throw in the meta cap here for a second. I know we're wrapping up.
I would ask that question of Eldane.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
No idea who he was. He said he was going to burn down a factory and take care of Goliath, and so I bid him. I think the guys that we're looking for is in the first room, though.
The first room. You
So you
think
just-
so?
You just happened upon a room where somebody was plotting against
Me?
Goliath.
What
Couldn't
did
let
I
that
do?
happen.
To think that
Did
they
he look
think I
familiar
eat
to any
dogs.
one of us? Like, can I?
No,
No?
not at all.
Can't believe he thinks I eat dogs.
But you gotta imagine if you're running a political campaign, eventually you're gonna develop enemies.
Yeah, that's,
Did
that's fair
did
enough.
did Aldane tell us everything that was said?
Pretty much.
Okay, I wanna go back to the. He said that he knew where the merchandise was being made.
Yeah, and he was going to burn down the factory. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's why I really wanted the.
He had a
Seems
source.
to have the- yeah, he seems to have
I
an
wanna know who
inside
that
man.
source is. Yeah, I want to know who that source is.
I need to find that motherfucker. He is gonna pay a lot for this. I can tell you that much. No one convinces that I am eat dogs.
I'm gonna go up to Goliath and go, hey, cool down, man. We don't want to get hot. Okay, we got a long road in this campaign ahead of us.
Yes.
The,
Sir.
the second
we're gonna
room's
take care of
empty
it.
if you need to go and like zen out for a minute, but we're gonna go to the first room now.
No,
yeah.
I'm fine. My heart is at the right place now. I'm with family and friends. I have everything I ever wanted.
Don't worry.
I'm
As
calm.
your fixer, I swear to you, I'm gonna find out who that guy's source is, and I'm gonna make him my next demon.
Bet.
Well, with that, y'all, I thought you were going to be able to talk to the excavators today, but boy, was I wrong. That's
I mean,
pretty
we
typical
survived the
here.
night. That counts for something.
The fact that Pwn Donkeys doesn't have to write up a new character is fucking amazing.
Hey, listen.
No. You were one roll away from those guards just coming in, kicking the shit out of you, and hauling your ass to prison.
If there's one thing that Boltar knows how to do, it's to talk to the guard. Okay.
All I
Because
said was the truth.
experience pays.
If either one of those had succeeded in their wisdom save against the charm person, you were going to prison.
Well, that's why I'm glad I had my my portent as a backup. If one of them succeeded, I was ready to swap that out with a 4. Lickety.
There you go.
Holy shit. Luckily, you don't have my rules.
Very true.
Why the hell do you think I grabbed you? Because if the DM makes you roll, you're screwed.
I know.
Well, everyone, that was wonderful. I do hope you all enjoyed yourselves hearing both my players and those of you at home watching. We are back on schedule outside of any unforeseen circumstances. So we'll see you back here this time next week, or excuse me, 2 weeks from now. However, if you are desired of more TTRPG content, we've got you covered. Starting with tomorrow, the 10th, Alien Season 3 is back, baby, with the next episode, Veil of Deception. Last session, our survivors found themselves in a serene yet mysteriously unsettling colony, stirring up suspicions and new alliances. Get ready for Session 2. Secrets will be unearthed, and a daring sabotage plot thickens. And wait for it. A shocking xenomorph encounter is about to change everything. Don't miss the action!
Guess who's the cult leader? The leader of the cult. Zoom.
The guy with the most fun hat is usually the cult leader. Then Friday, the 11th at 7 p.m. Oh, I should say Aliens is going to be at what? He doesn't have a time. What is that, 8:30 p.m. Eastern? It starts? Okay. But then Friday, the 11th at 7 p.m. Eastern, we have the next episode of Cookie Trek, the motion picture, episode 6, titled Loop. The reunited crew are on the newly refitted USS Fan Service, rush to intercept the mysterious force rapidly approaching the edge of Federation space. The first officer and navigator seem to have some special connection with Tarosta, reaching out to them through their magnificent 90s hair. What did the malfunctioning magic mini mushroom drive bring them to? And did you remember to buy Prel and other fine products that you will see in the movie? Simon T. Cat and Rufus T. Robot conclude their contractually obligated Cookie Trek movie stream for the channel this Friday night. Sad to say, nothing's, well, we're always off on Saturdays, but we are off this Sunday. No Tomb of Annihilation, sorry to say. But then coming up on the 14th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we have the next episode of Star Trek Bajor Rising, episode 39, titled Labyrinth, where some quick thinking by Lieutenant Tallis now has possibly possessed a Bajoran in custody and now has a lead on Cardassians potentially operating clandestinely on Talvin 5 Beta. I hope I said that correctly. And Jerry may lead them to them. The medical and engineering teams have made a discovery about the mineral veins running just beneath the soil. and that these may awaken dark memories, or are they visions in the team. Lieutenant Izara and Lieutenant Higby share some of their deepest fears, and they thought that all of the face our deepest fear stuff was behind them after graduating the academy. As the teams join up and head for the caves, they may find that they have not even begun to know what fear is. After that, doesn't look like we have anything coming up. Nothing this time next week. 'Cause he's not disproving me, so we'll go with it.
Oh.
But for all things Architects of Fate, keep an eye on the Discord. And until we see you guys next time, keeping awesome. Do we have a raid ready? Yep, we sure do. So when we go into that raid, guys, be awesome. Drop those emotes. Show them, the fun, tiny community that we have, and encourage them to come see us. Have fun. Be engaging. Most importantly, do be a dick. But until we see you next time, we love you very much, and keep creating your own stories. We'll catch you in the next one. Good night.